Hi guys, it's Janice. Today we have the book Mr. Man, The Big Match. Mr. Small was very excited. It was the big football match on Saturday and Mr. Small loved football. But there was the problem. Mr. Small was a bit too small. But Mr. Small was determined to play. On Saturday, he arrived at the football field all ready to go. He really hoped he'd be picked for the team. The big match was Happyland against the Bossy Boots. Mr. Happy was the captain of Happyland and his team was all organized. Little Miss Bossy was, of course, captain of the Bossy Boots. She began picking the team, but some were not very suitable. Ouch! For instance, she did not pick Mr. Strong because he was much too strong. He bashed the ball every time he kicked it. The ball just went pop. And she did not pick Little Miss Splendid because she was wearing quite the wrong sort of shoes, and she refused to wear football boots. She didn't want to, so she didn't get picked. And Mr. Mischief, well, he kept moving the goalposts. How are we supposed to play football if you keep moving the goalposts? But eventually, Little Miss Bossy did choose her team. Finally, there was only one place left and the choice was between Mr. Jelly and Mr. Small. She picked Mr. Jelly. Poor Mr. Small, he was very disappointed. The two teams took their positions on the pitch and Mr. Noisy, the referee, blew his whistle. A terrifically loud whistle. So loud that Mr. Jelly took fright and ran away because he was too afraid. Bother, said Little Miss Bossy. Okay, Small, you're on. Mr. Small was delighted. He was going to get to play after all. The big match started and it was soon easy to see that Happyland team was far better than the Bossy Boots, especially because they had Mr. Tickle in goal. His long arms saved every shot. Look at that. That's for Mr. Tickle. And Mr. Small quickly realized that he was not going to have much chance of showing off his skills. Nobody passed the ball to him. Poor Mr. Small. Just before halftime, Mr. Happy scored the first goal for Happyland. Yay! Mr. Forgetful, who was the Bossy Boots goalkeeper, had forgotten why he was there and decided, instead of playing in the game, he was reading newspaper because he was forgetful. So at halftime, Little Miss Bossy put Little Miss Somersault in goal. What a difference! She was brilliant, so brilliant that she even scored a goal at the other end as well. With only 5 minutes to play, the score was 1-1, and Mr. Small had not touched the ball even once. And then a long ball kicked forward by Little Miss Helpful landed just in front of Mr. Tickle. He reached out one long arm, but as he tried to pick it up, the ball suddenly moved to the left. That's odd, he thought. He tried to pick it up again, but the ball rolled to the right. Why would the ball move by itself? The ball zigzagged forwards, and then it darted left and slid right. Each time Mr. Tickle reached for it, the ball was too quick. Before Mr. Tickle knew what was going on, the ball had rolled over the goal line, and Mr. Noisy blew the final whistle. Hoo-hoo! I don't understand, said a very confused Mr. Tickle. Who was that? And then Mr. Small stepped out from behind the ball because he was too small, nobody could see him. Mr. Small has scored the winning goal. He was awarded Man of the Match. Small Man of the Big Match. Good job, Mr. Small. That's all for today. Until next time, bye.